This is Solana, the 1 hour time frame. So let me make this clear for you to see. Oops. So what has been happening? A lot has been happening. A lot. Things happen even when you don't do anything about it. So best to always put yourself in the game, in the heat. So for Solana, all these are high risk trades. If you go to the daily time frame, yeah, perfect. It was consolidating, honestly. Price only broke above this level once, which was this part over here, and it looks like it's now breaking. Above here it should buy. So let me scale in. This is it. This was the first time. Broke above here, then here. Now it looks like it's going to go above here. So the honest truth is, I failed this trade in my analysis. What was I doing? The market was over here. Suddenly, so the market bought. I took a buy. The reason I took a buy is because this was the highs, this is the low. And when you're buying, you need to buy when the price is low so that you make more money as it goes up. So I took a risk, honestly. As you see above this line, there are buyers. There are buyers. If price is selling, it will sell to a level of buyers. So it sold to a level of buyers. Took the trade over here. If we scale down into the 1 hour, the reason why I took this trade is because price made a lower low, was broken to make a higher high, a higher low. So I took a risk and just entered the trade. It actually hit my TP, which was this level, because it's broke. So here is where sellers are. Am I right all the time? No. And the reason I took this trade to be a sell, because I thought price has been forming lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. This is a 15-minute time frame. I'm thinking in the 1 hour it should be this way. As you can see, I thought price had to retrace till this level, then sell, which it was, but price made a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. It should retrace back at least to this level, then go back up, or not. But that's what I did, and actually find out I was wrong, because look at this level. In ICC, above a high, it's an indication. Above this high, price indicated that there are bull buyers. Above this high, price bought to this level. So indication, correction. And the continuation is this, because it made a higher low, higher, and then another higher low. Although I couldn't see this at the time. So I know Forex isn't spiritual, but you only ask God to open your eyes to see. Why did I take this trade? Search FGPY. Let me see the uptrend. This was also a risk, a high risk trade. As you can see, this is since the beginning of the channel. I had put this here. So this is roughly around here, 651 around here. And the reason why I say that is because indication, correction, continuation. So anything above here, it's a buy. Anything also above here, it's a buy. The reason why we're not doing break and retest, this is also another example. If the price came to its all-time high, and now it's correcting, it's coming all the way back here. So break and retest means it would have sold all the way till here, above this high, then bought all the way back up. But because the market does what it wants and we don't control the market, it sold all the way till up to this level of buyers, this level of support, which was also resistance a while back. So it's from here that price decided to climb all the way. Now, the problem with trading is waiting in between, because some people may thought of now the price has changed from bullish to bearish, and I would understand that, but the reason why this you okay, patience is really needed a lot, and I think I've come to understand that it's either you have it or you don't, and when you have it, you have to patiently wait for price to actually reach that level, no matter what. If it comes, go for it. If it doesn't, it's okay. As long as you're not in that trade, you haven't lost money. And that is just something that is not easy to do for most traders. If price, let's say you marked your level here, you see this black rectangle, let's say that you marked your level there, and price didn't actually come here. What if it just bought straight? Huh? Sometimes the market will say, look, here it sold straight, here it bought straight. Huh? It bought here too straight. So it will mean like you just miss out that trade. And the reason I took a sell is because above this level there was no previous indication. So it would sell and it would sell same thing. So that's what's happening. Today is Monday. So you need to understand that not every trade works. It's a high probability trade risk. It's about some consider it gambling. As you can see over here, above this level there was a buy. It was previously selling, right? It was previously selling, and then it started making this high. So mark them up. This was about 2, 3, almost 2 days, or even 3 to 4 days a week. Let me check. It was even a week. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It was 2, 3 days. Wednesday is when it broke. Thursday, it came back on Friday, Monday morning. Opened Monday morning hours before lunch. As you can see, it opened with a sell and then bought up. So anything above this level, this would be a buy. Anything above here is also a buy. You see? How do you know it's a buy? Well, for other than price creating an indication and then a correction and then a continuation, you can enter from where the price originally the indication began, and as price goes up you can mark the most recent low. This will need a lot of patience. For example, you see this level, this low is, you mark this low and you buy. If you mark this low, stretch it towards the left. If there's an indication towards the left, then there is where you'll enter the buy. So it's a high risk trade, but should it work, it is worth it. Look at this. I enter this trade from here. Thought this is it because price broke this higher low, creating an indication, a correction, which people would say a break and retest. And then anything below this level, anything exactly below this level, you sell. So I sold, and I'm targeting this level. The reason I'm targeting this level is because in the 4 hour time frame, this is the first significant level. As you can see, the first significant level, but price did end up breaking. So we may see price maybe even repeating what it does. It might decide to sell a little down here or sell here, then bounce back to continue the bullish trend. So I've learned also CHF JPY. They are the CHF JPY and CAD JPY actually work together. If this buys the other buys, as you can see, same thing happened to CAD JPY. Same thing to CHF JPY. So I don't know, this hasn't worked for me, so I don't understand this type of candlestick. Sometimes you don't have to know everything in forex, but it just, let me scroll into the 5 minutes and see. Look at all this choppiness. If you scale down, you could have entered, but it's really risky. I like it at all. See, HFJPY did its thing to me. If I scale into the big time frame, ouch, ouch. It's a lot of choppiness. Ouch. I really don't understand the market, but I figured above a lower high is an indication for a bearish market shift in structure, and it had a correction to make a higher low. The next time price came back above here, you enter for your buy. So for me, I failed twice here, here. This would be the last and final one. And if I scale into this, broke above this level. So this just shows that for real, we need to be consistent with the market, that we need to be in sync with the market. Synchronization. Sync. When you're in sync with the market, you already know, like, the next time price switches here, you know what you're supposed to do if you know the structure. You see, the price was going down. Then it made a low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a higher low. Price breaks this higher low, comes back down to this level. And it's just vigorously buying. So yeah, I do not like these choppiness in the market, honestly, but it's usually very difficult to avoid them. Sometimes the market just does what it does. No, no. Well, at least the market opened in my direction, as you can see below on the time frame. Actually, the market didn't open my direction. If I scale down, the market started consolidating. And the reason why I didn't take this trade actually, but this is something that we see time and time again. Above this level, price was bullish, bearish, broke this high, indication. Another confluence is making a higher low, higher than this low. Then it breaks. So what you're supposed to do, it makes It makes sense if you do this. That's why sometimes maybe if you're on social media, best advice I could give you is to just be on the lookout for patterns of trades that actually win. You will see how these positions have been marked up, and then you scale out to the 1 hour. Look at that. Up to here. Probably target this like this high because price is pushing to make a new indication. So all in all, price may target even 0.7896 and hit above this height. But this is an amazing one. This is a huge risk for those who have what it takes in them, risk takers. This is an amazing hit. Can either decide to go full margin here or you add that lot size and you eat big. Sometimes it'll reach a point you have to really make a decision from going to actually just sitting back and watch or actually just join, take the risk and join and make the money. It's going to be difficult because you're going to lose money, but you're also going to make money. Will you really lose money if the money is in the market? If you want to get it back, you can get it back as long as you don't quit. But it's always easier said than done. Look at this, is another buy. I knew the market would come down here. As you can see, this is Friday, Monday. The market began selling. Sold till 109. They started buying. The reason why I started to sell till this level is because of this high. See these highs, these lower highs. Price actually hit here, so you could put even a buy limit here and then buy up. So this is confirmation that now the price is now bullish, so it should break this level. So if you miss this trade here, alternatively you can enter over here once price comes down here. Wait, is price bullish or bearish? It broke. It was higher highs, higher lows. With that lower high, higher high, and higher high, higher low, lower high, higher low, lower high, break, come back to this level, sells to this level. It's now made a lower high. Where is it? Where is price going to look? Where is price going for next if it's made a lower high? A higher high. This is really confusing. But if price comes above this level, of which I think it does, should take a buy and looks like it will also reach this level to 214. Although it's a risk trade, so I think in between here, this is a no trade zone. SD card did me dirty. I think SD card and SDCHF are the same because it's buying, it's also buying. So I honestly thought below this level price is going to sell because price opened when it was making lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. That's why I think you need to first and foremost always mark the first key level in this market. This is a very short one. and then you wait. If price breaks safe it once, it will go down. This is a perfect example of we can't control price. It just came back, then higher low twice. But now I've known if there are markets that kind of work correlate. So if you analyze one wrong, it's actually a way of confirming. You can confirm, like you see, this is not clear. But when I go to USDCHF, it looks clear. You know why? When you scroll down, look at this. It broke this high, indication, correction, continuation. So if this goes well, you don't, you know, you need to be looking for the same in the other pair. For GBP this is a high risk trade because it can decide to sell, making a lower high again over here to make a lower low, or you can decide to buy. So that's why I'm saying this is a no trade zone. Oh, this one USDCHF at least it has played out. So I think through synchronization with the market that you usually analyze, if you trade three pairs, you need to be able to know when or where the market is going to. You need to be able to understand, like, you know, based on your analysis, if it's market structure, price action, it's most likely going to reach there. So there's nothing for you to worry about because you are focused on, you rely on your strategy and your rules. So this is an example. Indicate price was bullish, and I was wrong here. Actually, I thought it was going to sell. I had put something into sell, a short position. I was dumb as fuck because this was lower highs, higher lows being formed, and I should have broken this. So yes, price did actually go my direction, but after 3 days, because I entered here. Here is where the position was to be entered. Then I didn't trade this. Then you know the market went back out. So, but it broke this level. Why did I not? I think I was too. I had already fixated or predetermined my mindset that it would sell. Instead, I was trading what I was thinking, not what I was seeing. Because price broke this level. Okay, let's assume it made a lower high, correct? So yeah, it made a lower high, and now I'm supposed to sell. It made a lower high. Of course, it's supposed to make a lower low in a downtrend, but it ended up making this. What was I had put, but it ended up coming all the way till here. This shows that it is a lower, a higher low, a lower high, another higher low. This was a high risk trade, but everything in actually everything in this forex thing is high risk trade. Nothing is a low risk trade. You just try your luck, but your rules are what helps you. You see how it looks, it plays off, and you were to target. Of course, this would be your first target, but overall you target this level as you scale out. So price breaks this level, it seems like it can have a retrace down here, this level. It can come down, it can come down to this level as it did this level. You see, above this side, it came, then sold, bought from this level. Same thing, bought, sold, then took the risk from this level, so it might do this, it might sell, come back, buy, and overall it might reach this level 159.395 and then sell from that level. So high risk trade. For this, it has done well. It's just been bullish straight. It's very rare for the market to behave like this. Euro USD, shit. I thought I was so right, bruv. What the fuck? USD. I really wished for something like this to happen. That straight buy. But you cannot control the market, so I was wrong. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, hitting the lower low. What? Selling crazy. It's all crazy. There should be a pullback, then sell. But all in all, nah, bruh. Out of that shit. Same to this. I thought it would buy. I'm out. These pairs really fuck me up. GBP USD and Euro USD. Oh shit. Same to this. I thought that the stuff, the trend changed to uptrend because it broke this level. This high, it was broken. But it didn't. Lower high, lower low, higher high, higher low, lower high. So I'm out of those things. Whoa, look at gold. Look at this. I think this is a perfect example of waiting, because price Monday, the market opened at this level. You see this gap, and some bought, then sold, then they were cut out. Then you don't know. Sometimes an indication. This is the problem with the forex market. You don't know where price is going to reach. Indication, correction. Price actually even broke, came all the way till down here. Then said to buy. So you see this level. You decided yes, it has sold to this level, but you're not sure it's up to this level. I wasn't sure. How can I be sure certain that this it would come up like here? It wouldn't retrace back all the way till down here, then buy. Honestly, it's hard to know. Or there's a way it's known that I haven't found out. But it went back up, then now it started to sell, and it looks like if you put your buy limit here, you should buy from there. Or it might even come down till here, then till here, then come back up, then buy. Like, controlling the market is something you cannot do. But if you just keep on switching, you're consistent, you're watching structure, price action, and you're just daring to be enough and bold enough to go for it, this is where you'll milk the money. It's getting to that position that is very difficult. Oh, look at this. I missed. Sometimes you can do things right, but you are still wrong. As you can see, the indication, the correction, the continuation, but with a higher low. So it's going back up. So in this case, you're fucked. But honestly, this is also a difficult area to trade. Sometimes the market isn't like this clear. So yeah. So that's it for today. But today is Monday. I expect this to, when price reaches this level, let me put it there so that I know when price reaches this level, most likely I will buy. Price has reached this level, so honestly speaking, price should sell because there is no indication above this level. So maybe you should classify this as a live trade. Oh, you see, I even marked this. Ah, you see this? Target first TP, second TP. So we scale out into the 1 hour target level of buyers. Okay. All the way to down here. Let me check for this. It's selling. So also this should sell. Let me do this live. Take this trade. No risk, no Ferrari. That's what the boys of my time right now are saying. So yeah, the only trade that I'm taking right now is those two. Or maybe this one. Only if price comes below this level. Because below this level, they are sellers. Below this level, they are sellers. So if price actually comes below this level, we'll take the sell. This is a no trade zone. So thank you for joining and hearing and listening to me rant and just analyze. Remember, all this is pure market structure. This is manual trading. Looks like it's selling. So with this, it becomes a lower high. It becomes a lower high to make a lower low. So might sell till this level. But yeah, thank you for just listening to me. This looks like it will sell from this level. Let's take the sell. As you can see, this indication, correction, continuation. Looks like it's selling. If it scale down, it is selling. It is selling. I mean, yeah. There are people who just look at it and go for it. TP1. People who are just so good. They're just so good that they go for it. And they don't care, they just go for it. So those guys are daring and they deserve everything this world. And I hope for your sake you'll be like them. Even I want to be like them. So yeah, those are the opportunities of Monday. Thank you for everything. And this looks like it's continuing the downtrend. Stretches. This becomes an indication. So what we'll do, crossing down. This alarm will only play out if price crosses down again. But this looks like it will be long. Price may decide to sell from here all the way to this level where there was an indication of buyer, or it can sell all the way to this level, then now buy, then sell, But that's such a long haul because it's in the 4 hour time frame. Anyway, I've put my mark there, so yeah. Thank you for everything. Bye.